Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 71. Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else on the gender spectrum, welcome to Millennial Movie Talk. I am one of your hosts, Braden Dixon, joined as always by the wonderful Alex Lamb.
Hello.
The wonderful Michael Herman.
Hello.
And the wonderful Steph Rillo.
Hello.
Oh, come on, Steph. That is twice now.
Oh,
In the
sorry.
mic. In the
Hello.
mic. There it is.
I'm back.
It's twice now, Steph.
Steph's bi-weekly now.
I am.
Yeah, cool.
Were you just blowing air into the microphone? Oh, that's such
Yum.
taboo
So
podcasting.
gross.
Well, people
Pronounce.
that do this podcast.
Please take
and
us
that's-
to
yeah.
the movie news.
This is why I wanted to label our microphones. I don't
Papa,
want your
papa.
Your
spittle
spittle.
in the microphone that I'm using.
All right, this is
Ew.
the worst intro to a podcast I've ever heard.
Just
Kick it
the worst
with
introduction
the
to anything.
finale.
Actually, you know what? It fits the homework because it's
This is it.
disgusting.
Oh.
This is it. This is the end of the movie news jingle saga.
Here we go.
Previously on the movie news jingle. Computer, launch audition. Let's make a new movie news jingle.
Alex, listen to me. It's you from the future. If you don't get to the movie news immediately, you're going to have a kidney stone. I'm traveling back to the year 4000 where I live. Goodbye.
Hello, if anyone's listening to this, my name is Alex Lamb, and I travelled back in time. Well, I didn't travel back in time. Future me travelled back in time to warn me. And when he did that, he caused a rip in the space-time continuum, which caused the end of the world. And the only way to fix it, apparently, is to release the movie news jingle. But I don't know if it's ready. So, if anyone is listening to this, it means I did something right. Here it is.
Whoa. Oh.
No.
The ultimate troll.
That movie news.
God damn it.
God
Interesting.
damn it, Alex.
Thank you.
There's so much music.
Got you good.
Wow. I hope we can get all this movie news done.
The chimes are still there.
Bravo.
So
God
now we're
damn.
just back. So now we're back to having to
Incredible.
sit around.
We've gone on a wild
What?
ride and we're back to the start.
It's a circle.
Like it's you know they say it's about the journey, not the destination, but at the same time,
It's never meant more right now.
But
the
generally,
journey
the
was great.
destination isn't from where you left.
exactly.
It's a circle.
It's a circle.
It comes back around.
Okay.
All right, that's in classic Alex fashion. Just an absolute troll.
Absolute troll.
6 weeks of trolling.
Jesus Christ.
Took a while.
Fantastic.
All right, so we want to get into this news here. Alex, I feel like you put this here so you know the most about it. I only just read through it before and got into it. But Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead movie
Oh, this is just news. I just not
has replaced Chris D'Elia?
Delia?
Chris D'Elia.
Chris D'Elia?
If anyone's watched Netflix season 2 of You know him quite well.
Who is he?
He's the comedian that drugs kids.
Oh,
Cool.
How art reflects
I was going to
reality.
say art
So,
reflecting life.
Comedian Tig Notaro will replace Chris D'Elia in Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead following sexual assault and rape allegations against D'Elia by Rose McGowan. This is now an ongoing case. It's not the only piece of movie news and celebrity movie news in regards to sexual assault and rape cases at the moment. So fun times over in Hollywood.
Yeah.
We will wait and see for court cases and everything to go through.
Rose McGowan's been a real whistleblower on all of this. Like,
Yeah, which is
she's
excellent.
really, yeah.
Yeah, she is really putting it out there to make it.
Is she the one being targeted by all these people that she's coming out against, or do you know?
I think she's like trying to stand up for people who don't have a voice.
Oh, okay. So someone must have told her, and then she's come out.
and
yeah.
then
okay.
also on herself, this is in regards to like a priest and something, and when she was like 15,
Oh, yeah.
rape allegations.
Okay.
It's not pleasant stuff,
No.
but if anyone listening,
I hate to butt in.
Who's Rose McGowan?
Rose McGowan.
Have you seen Planet Terror?
No.
Robert Rodriguez. She's got the gun for the leg.
No.
No.
I'm
Have you seen
immediately more
Charmed?
interested though.
Have you seen Charmed? Yeah, she's got a
No.
gun for a leg, and she's like shooting people. Yeah, it's Robert Rodriguez, Quentin Tarantino.
Which sister?
part of the Grindhouse feature.
Which sister is she from Charmed?
She's in Scream.
not- Yeah, is it Charmed? It's Charmed. Yeah. Who is she?
You can just show us a
Death
picture.
Proof,
Just like
Conan,
rotate.
the Barbarian.
She's in a
Okay, I
lot.
know
Yeah,
who
she's
she
in
is
Scream.
now.
She's in Scream. She's the blonde
Generation.
friend that gets done with the garage door.
Ah, Stu's girlfriend from Scream.
Ah,
There
yes.
you go. There you
Now
go.
we know.
So she's
Right.
she's out there fighting the fight.
Okay.
And we'll see how all these court allegations go and all these everything like that for another person. I will say if other people want to read up about it, it's only just come out, so it's in early discussions. But Cuba Gooding Jr.
Oh.
He's been in trouble before, and we'll see what happens with this current case.
Just very
OJ.
quickly. OJ. Just very quickly. I think you should watch Planet Terror. You would like it. Tarantino Rodriguez.
Yeah, no, it's mainly more Rodriguez and Tarantino though.
Oh, it is a very Rodriguez, but it's part of the Grindhouse feature, and it's quite gross, but it's also quite
Don't
fun.
like Rodriguez.
It's
He
fun.
He's only made 3 good movies.
It's not Spy Kids. It's not
Spy
Spy
Kids
Kids.
1 to 3. He's
Yeah.
the only good movies.
What
he's
else
It's
has he
made.
made?
fun.
Machete.
Oh boy.
That's
Spy
spin off
Kids-
from Spy Kids.
Spy Kids
It's got Bruce
4.
Willis in it too. Does that help?
No, Bruce
Okay.
Willis stopped acting a long time ago.
This is from the early 2000s.
no, but he stopped trying.
All right.
long
All
time
right.
ago.
Fine. Don't watch Planet Terror. Well, homework segment.
I think Die Hard 4 was the last time Bruce Willis gave a shit.
It's not on any streaming services.
Well, then why are you trying to sell an unsellable product?
I
Product.
suppose.
You know what will sell an insane amount is this much lighter news that we have now. Will Smith and Kevin Hart are planning to star in a remake of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. They are going to be doing a remake of it. They're going to hit the lead roles. There hasn't been a director or anything confirmed yet, but the two of their teams are working on it because they're such high-profile celebrities that they have teams.
So Kevin Hart's going to be like John Candy, do you reckon?
Yeah.
I've never seen
Steve
it.
Martin. I haven't either, but Steve Martin's going to be Will Smith is going to be
Has
the
everyone
Steve
here
Martin.
not
Yeah.
seen Planes, Trains, and Automobiles?
Are you
seen
the
it?
only one?
No,
I've seen it. Okay, it's a great movie.
I've heard
I
it's
have
good.
heard it's
John Candy
fabulous.
plays a shower curtain ring salesman, or maybe just a curtain ring salesman, who it's basically. Have everyone here seen Due Date?
Yeah, that's the movie I compare it to.
Okay, it's like they both get in a situation where they have to drive with each other from one part of America to another one, and Steve Martin's just your straight man.
He plays it the straight man. He's serious.
He's the Robert Downey Jr.
He's got a great scene at the end though, where he just loses it at a car rental lady, which is great. And then also, yeah, it's actually better than Due Date because it's got a lot more heart, and it's actually got some themes and some emotions and some punches.
Interesting.
Good
so
movie.
instead, we'll get a modern retelling with Will Smith and Kevin Hart. two of the biggest-
though I'm happy that these are the two that I probably would want.
Everyone has blown up because this is the first time they're collaborating on a project. The two of them haven't been in anything together.
So
I think they'll have good chemistry.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
yes, and I'm not mad.
Not mad. Like
She's
some remakes
interested.
Maybe make
you get-
another movie, maybe make an original movie, but
I know that's the thing. Like this movie's not that old. Doesn't need.
How old?
Planes, Trains,
Is it
80s.
9? Is it? Oh, I thought it was that.
Hey, John
90s.
Hughes.
Is it John Hughes?
John Hughes.
Oh well, it's all right. It's 80s. It's still not that old. If I'm talking remaking old movies, like remake the old movies, like 50s and 60s,
Hey,
and don't remake things that are classic anyway. Like
hey, they did it with the Karate Kid, and the Karate Kid remake's not bad.
I do enjoy the Karate
I
Kid
like the
remake.
Karate Kid remake a lot. I think that if you were to do a remake, you look at the Karate Kid. I think that's probably the only really
there are
Kevin Hart was in
success
Jumanji?
story.
There are so many stories that want to be told.
Jumanji's not a remake. Jumanji's
reboot.
A
They were
reboot
selling it
continuous.
as a remake to
But
begin
it's,
with.
It's a
and then-
continuation of the universe. It's a
Jumanji is
sequel.
different enough that I would consider it like a different movie.
And they
'cause, like,
even called Jumanji the second Rock Jumanji movie, Jumanji 3. So,
Nice. Okay.
yeah, I would consider them different movies. Like I wouldn't consider that a remake. But it's just
But-
like you said a couple of weeks ago, there are so many people that want to write original stories and want
Yeah.
to get them out there. And it's like they're just going to keep remaking movies that people already love.
But
Yeah, but because they know people love them. So what's the like?
As a producer,
As
if
you don't
get
want to
Well,
take
that's
the
right.
risk on something you don't know if people like it. But if you try and remake something people like, people will at least go see it
Well,
because
that's
they
right.
like
I
it.
understand the logic behind the producers.
all about the money.
the money. That's right. But,
Thank you.
but at the same time, it just sort of makes Hollywood lose a bit of its heart and its credibility.
Yep.
It's just a bit
But
annoying.
if we take steps out of the Karate Kid remake,
Which is good.
it's just great. What they did when they went, hey, that's instead of just another white boy moves to a new a new state in America, we'll take Jaden Smith and we'll put him in
China.
China, yes. And we're gonna do his training on the Great Wall of China at some point in the film because you got to, and we'll have Jackie. It's just a good movie.
Well, okay, make it different enough then. If this is just
is different, yeah.
exactly, that's what I'm saying. If this is just another cut and paste,
I love
like,
any form of the Karate Kid. So
I know you do. I know you're quite defensive about it.
Now on Netflix, or coming to Netflix.
28th of August coming onto Netflix,
Both seasons.
and then season 3 will drop soon.
Might be something to check out.
Very
Wow.
exciting. Also, this Planes, Trains and Automobiles remake has one of the writers from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Aisha Carr. She's making her feature film debut. So that's
Okay,
cool.
yeah,
go.
good on her.
And the writers of Brooklyn Nine-Nine are very funny people.
They are.
So good
They
for
are.
her. And then lastly, some big news coming out here for the sports fans out there. If you're into the sport and winning the bowl game,
We like sports.
you'll be hyped to see that LeBron James released a little teaser.
Of him in the two.
I don't
squad
like
jersey.
the new uniform. I'm gonna say that. Do you like the new? Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
This is what I was wanting to discuss with everyone.
I don't mind it. It's a
seen it?
it's a very modern basketball jersey.
Yeah, no, with the on the side, but it just looks weird though.
I haven't
doesn't
seen the
It's
first
very
Space
it is
Jam.
very yeah.
it? Oh, you
Well, this
idiot.
is the
You
two of them
idiot.
side
Have
by
you not
side.
seen the first Space Jam?
I know. I haven't seen it.
So that's the original.
It does no.
Okay.
Looking at it again, it does
this
look
is
like
the
someone would make just for a social team.
Yeah, it looks like
looks-
a social
Okay.
basketball.
It,
team.
it looks like one of those cheap make your own
Yeah.
jerseys.
I can't lie. It's a little bit graphic design is my passion.
Yeah, it's trying a bit hard,
very
isn't it?
weird.
I like the background behind him.
Yeah, I like the background behind him too. That's what I was
Honestly,
thinking.
I think they would have been better off. I'm fine with the font. All
Because they've got the Looney Tunes like
all they got to
circle
do
on the side.
bring that
Yeah.
Looney Tunes circle back to its original spot, but make it larger so that it's just in the center. I would change a lot with it. I like the color. I like the blue.
Straight up, that promotional photo looks like a 2K cover right there, though.
It does.
It does, which is a lot better than the. I think it's one of the FIFA covers that they just announced. It
FIFA
looks
sucks.
terrible.
I have not seen it.
FIFA's for wimps. For poor
It
people.
literally looks like a child
Hey.
made it in like Word back in 2008.
I got to see this now.
But yeah, so go check out LeBron James walking towards camera against a green screen, and you can see what it looks like.
Space Jam coming 2021 or 22.
Maybe we'll see.
Whenever they get actually time to film it.
Don't know.
Yeah. And also, lastly, the quick little trailer, because there's quite a lot of people in this film. Did anyone watch the trailer for Netflix's Devil All the Time?
I didn't, but
No.
that is a cast that I can see written there.
Yeah.
Braden?
They're a top build cast. Tom Holland, Robert Pattinson, Bill Skarsgård, Sebastian Stan.
Sebastian Stan was meant to be played by Chris Evans before he dropped out.
Ooh.
So they just replaced him like
With the
they're
Winter
doing
Soldier.
with Captain America?
Well, hang on. Anthony Mackie would be the casting. There.
Oh, controversial.
No, accurate.
No, I that's what I mean. That's literally the entire premise of their TV series on Disney Plus. But yeah, I watched this trailer. I watched all of it. I have no idea what this film is about still.
Tom Holland has a
It's-
southern accent.
It's 2.5 minutes of everyone doing southern accents, and I have no idea what is happening.
I'll have to watch it after the podcast.
It
Sounds
looks very
interesting.
thrillery, serious-y.
Oh, okay. So it's going to be at my mum's alley, is
It's going to
it?
be
Yeah.
a church. There's a church.
I like
There's
the
a
Skarsgård.
church. Robert Pattinson's in a shirt and tie in a church.
I can go for that.
And then Tom Holland gets there and he's like, "Yo," and he's kind of like, "You're wronging."
Robert Pattinson's really just doing things now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's out there.
He kind of did Twilight, died off. Now
he did
He
War
needed
for
to go
Elephants.
into hiding so everyone would
That's
forget
true.
He did
Edward Cullen.
Twilight.
He did do Water for Elephants. That was the
Yeah.
start of him
Oh,
being
I
like, I
remember
want to
that.
distance myself from
You
Twilight.
know, Water for Elephants. I don't throw out the word
sad.
masterpiece too often.
And this
But
is
if
one
it
of the
walks
films.
like a duck and it quacks like a duck,
It's an elephant.
it's a fucking duck.
No, that's a sad movie.
So you're
And he
saying it's
did-
good?
Oh, Remember Me? Do you remember that movie, Remember Me?
I haven't seen it. Sorry?
Remember Me?
Yeah, I love that song, Coco.
No, the one about the Twin Towers. It's the Twin Towers movie with Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson is
No,
out here.
isn't that the extremely
in-
loud and incredibly close one? with
I mean,
the
I'm sure that's
Tom
also
Hanks?
about the Twin Towers, but
The what?
Remember Me?
The what?
The Twin Towers?
We're gonna get
Robert Pattinson's
destroyed.
in the height
We're
of
gonna
his
get
career
cancelled.
right now, and it is very good to see.
I think he's great,
He's a great lad.
even though I was Team
he's,
Jacob.
He's super down to earth.
I think
What were you?
I think
Edward
Robert
and Jacob?
Pattinson was
Didn't
Team
care, really.
Jacob too.
I feel like
I just wanted Bella to
See,
die.
let's have a quick side discussion about
So
Twilight for a
fucking
second.
annoying.
If you're still Team Jacob after the end of Twilight, you're fucking weird because him imprinting on a baby.
It was weird. That's weird. But like,
Yeah.
okay, look, I read the books. There's
I've
nothing
only ever seen the
sexual
first
about
movie.
it.
Please don't spoil
There's
it.
nothing sexual about imprinting.
Other than the
we
fact that
started watching when we
their
never
literal
finished.
description of it is, he's going to be like a brother figure until she's of age, at
That
which
is-
point they
it's-
plan
okay.
for them to fall in
It's
love.
very weird. I would also like to point out that Twilight came out when I was
a wolf
prime
thing.
age.
You were a tiger wolf.
But,
It's a
you know,
wolf thing.
I went to all the
You
midnight
wouldn't
screenings.
understand.
I had all the posters of Jacob. My mum actually got me a birthday card one year
Have we
that
finished talking
came
about
with
Twilight yet?
no, that
wolf
came with
thing.
a tattoo of the tribe that the werewolf tribe that Jacob was from. I wore
Anyway.
it on my arm.
I've lost all respect for you.
That is-
Alex, you want to take us to the foreign correspondence?
Anyway,
Why?
Yes, buddy.
I know my soundboard.
He's learnt it, ladies and gentlemen. Throwing it over to our foreign correspondents over here. Steph and Alex, what have you watched this
No,
week?
hang on a second. Before you say the name of this name brings up some
Shush. Shut up, Michael.
painful memories.
Did you lose?
They took a photo.
So, all right. So the name of this movie was the name of a basketball team when we first started playing Monday nights.
Should have beaten them.
And we should have beaten them, but we didn't. And they were cocky enough that after they won, they went and took a nice big group selfie. So
We beat them, though.
we did beat them in the grand final. One of them looked like
there
he
you
was
go.
crying. It was great.
Good.
Anyway.
on you.
Taking the selfie.
And this film's name is?
Force Majeure.
And what's it about?
The film is about a family of four, mum, dad, boy, girl. They go to France, to the Alps, to go skiing on a skiing holiday, get a break from work. And a couple
why
of days
people
into the
normally go on
trip,
a holiday.
they're having a lovely lunch at the top restaurant when a controlled avalanche gets a little bit out of control and starts heading for the restaurant.
So it wasn't
And,
controlled.
yeah, it starts getting out. It was supposed to be a controlled avalanche. And, all the kids are freaking out. Everyone's freaking out. And then the dad just legs it out of the restaurant, leaving the mum to grab the kids and shield themselves.
Okay.
And they all come out of it completely unscathed. And the
no.
marriage slowly just
Yeah.
deteriorates throughout that because... Alex, would you like to go into more detail about the sad little man? That is,
He's such a bitch.
What, the dad?
He's such a fucking wimp. First of all, I want to express that there is an American remake that came out last year called Downhill with Will Ferrell and Julie Louis-Dreyfus, where Will
God.
Ferrell when Will Ferrell plays the dad that legs it. Very interested to see that. Also, this stars Game of Thrones actor
Christopher
Thank you.
Hivju?
The redheaded man with the big beard.
Tormund.
Norman
Where's this movie from?
Sweden.
Cool.
Sweden.
But no, that remake is terrible. We're not going to waste our time with it. I thought we came to that conclusion.
It's Will Ferrell.
I know,
He's
but it
gotta
got
let's
like
watch it
4.
once.
It's got like 4.6 out of 10
He
on
makes
IMDb.
bad movies
It's Will
interesting.
Ferrell.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell can make me laugh in any situation. So yeah, the dad's a complete bitch. But I gotta tell he's not a bitch for the fact that he ran, because I look in the situation like, yeah, I'll be out of there. All for one and one for all.
But like your family.
Your kids.
I'll find another.
Oh God.
I'll find another.
Alex, your morals and your ethics are questionable at best.
It's survival of the fittest, and I just be throwing the fit people in the way.
Oh, God.
That's how you become fitter.
Yeah. But I mean, it's the fact that like it's not only that he did that, it's the fact that he won't admit he did it too, and like they give him physical evidence that he did it. They're like, "Oh, you were recording
video,
it. Like, yeah, you were recording the avalanche at the time when you did it, so we'll be able to see the video."
Because he grabbed his phone and his gloves before he ran away.
Oh my God.
and
That's so bad.
and then they show the video, and it's like, dude, you're absolutely wrong. They've got you. Just give up. And he's like, I know in the video it looks like I'm running away, and it's just like
Old mate Tormund is there by his side. He's like, oh, but you know,
The
you were
greatest friend
probably
in the
going
world.
to come back and dig them up, right? You know, it's like in an airplane when you put your oxygen mask on first
God.
to save your children afterwards. And he's like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, definitely, totally. Oh.
Tormund is man of the year in this movie.
Oh, what a man he is, though, honestly. He is looking like a wildling.
Yep, Steph mentioned many times that she would, in fact,
Tormund.
Have her way with that man.
have her way with him.
Was he in one of your dreams?
No, he wasn't.
Oh.
Not
He
yet.
wasn't. He's not privileged enough for
Is he
that.
Christopher Hivju? I don't know how to pronounce that,
No.
but he seems like a cool. Does he only ever rock a beard? There's like no photos of him without a beard.
I'm
trying to get a look at this man's
beard.
face. He's got a good beard though.
He has got a good beard, doesn't he?
It's very red. It is very red.
I think you just
Anyway, the
convinced
movie.
us.
So what did you think of the movie, Alex? Because I'd seen this one before you, but I saw it in 2014 when it came out, and I didn't remember much.
This is one that I actually knew about before, and because of the Will Ferrell movie, I knew about it before that, and I was excited because it was a nice little break. because we've been doing these kind of grounded in reality ones, these real serious ones. You know, we had the lives of others,
Yeah.
which was a
Dogtooth probably wasn't grounded that much in reality.
Dogtooth, which had me watch real people have real sex.
Oh, okay.
Don't pretend,
Gotta say,
Alex.
Thank
If that
God he has
button
a
was
beard.
there, I would have pressed it.
Oh,
But
Thank God he has a beard. Bless him. He's got a funky looking jawline.
he looks like
He
a
needs the
Skyrim
beard. He
character
needs
without
the
the beard.
He looks like the kind of guy.
Rotate your laptop.
He looks like the kind of guy who would like go rock climbing on the weekends.
No, he literally looks like someone I'd make in Skyrim.
Yeah. Bless him.
So yeah, what was I saying?
Watching
You-
real people
you
have
had-
real sex.
Yeah, we're watching that, and it was good this week to come to a comedy.
I think it is a comedy.
It is. It's a dark comedy.
It listed it as a dark comedy.
So I enjoyed it. I gave it 3 out of 5, but that's not bad because I've stopped giving half-star ratings to everything now.
Oh, what?
Yep.
Oh, this is an interesting turn.
So it's 1, 2, 3, or 4 or 5 with me at the moment.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
So it's not good enough for a 4, so it's a 3.
Any reasoning?
Is it just
I'd
so
give
you
it a
stop
3.5,
sitting on the,
so-
like,
Yeah,
teetering
checks out.
between it? You kind of just give it.
A lot of ratings, and I go back every now and then, and I go, why did I do this?
Like you always end up
I always end up
changing
changing
them
it to a full
star.
rating anyway. So
Yeah.
this way,
It just
it's
stops
more
you.
defined. It's more straight to the point.
A very interesting point that shows a lot of different types of character. that
Eventually,
each of us have.
Eventually, I'm going to have 2 ratings. It's going to be good or bad.
Alex will
Like,
have 1 star or a 5 star.
Okay.
You know where Osmosis landed.
We'll get to that. Now, I believe we've got Alex. Alex, don't you have to? You have to go somewhere, don't
Oh
you?
yeah, I've got to go pick up my car.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. Let's. Alex has to go for a sec, so that's all right. But
So when did he want us to press the button?
I mean, according to a fortnight ago, I believe he said that we can press it
Pretty much.
Well,
he
I'll wait.
said,
I'll
like,
wait for him to give me a signal.
15 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, how long does it take to lift up a car?
Lift up a car.
Yeah, he said he's got to pick up his car.
Oh. Okay.
He's pulling some like Captain America shit out here.
Yeah. Just classic. Just an average Wednesday night for Alex.
So how's
Yeah.
everyone doing?
Uh,
The weather, am I right?
it's fucking cold, man.
Yeah.
It's
Do you wanna
freezing.
try hitting that button? Do you wanna see what it does?
Sorry, I missed.
Oh, do you wanna try hitting the button?
I missed again.
Michael, hit the button.
I'm really not excited for this.
I'm ecstatic for this. Hello, alternate timeline
What's up,
interdimensional
losers?
Alex.
What up,
I lost my glasses somewhere.
Oh, fucking classic, mate.
what up, dude?
Sup, nerds?
Sup?
Sup?
How's alternate world going?
Haven't been there recently.
Oh, you stuck here.
No, I can't go back.
Oh, you got the
Ah.
corona.
No, I can't go back.
Oh, yeah.
I
only
It's a
one
one-way
way.
trip.
Yeah. So
Oh.
How do you
I
feel
just
about the word champ? Just gotta.
Don't like champ a lot, but well, I mean, I use it a lot.
Are you rooming with Alex or?
Yeah.
Okay,
We're
how's
doing
that?
a parent trap.
So your parents only know that there's one of you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Somehow I've seen Parent Trap.
Well, who started it?
The red one from
The red one?
one.
from the Scandals. You know, the one that Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, from Herbie.
So it's the same movie.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Why wouldn't it be?
They haven't remade Parent Trap yet.
I don't know. I just.
he hasn't been back.
Why
Oh
do
my
we keep
God.
asking me questions? I'm not a nerd.
All right, but the real question is,
What up?
what film that we haven't seen have you? are you
Peter
gonna-
Rabbit 2.
Peter Rabbit 2.
Oh.
Okay.
I haven't seen the first one.
Well,
Neither have I.
how?
you skipped to number 2.
So you didn't see the first Peter Rabbit starring the wonderful James Corden and everyone else who was in
Margot
that film?
Robbie's in it, isn't she?
Seriously?
Who's that?
Um,
Oh, Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Yeah, Suicide Squad's great.
Cool.
Wasn't it? Did
Oh,
you guys
really?
enjoy that one?
No,
the-
this timeline, it was quite bad.
did the Joker blow up with a grenade in yours?
No.
No?
The Joker.
What about Justice League? How good is Justice League?
That's fantastic. The,
Oh, Lord. His timeline's really messed up.
Is he from the future?
No. I'm from Justice
I know,
League.
I know.
That's the one. Justice League's great.
Now,
But which Suicide Squad did you? It was blown up like grenade. I saw the one where it's got all the music and the really good music. You know,
Yeah.
it's great.
The
It's a
Heathen
great movie.
song.
Yeah, that's sick. Thank you.
Anyway,
I'm gonna go home
How-
and add that to Apple Music.
how? Fuck. How was Peter Rabbit 2?
Oh, this is one for the family, guys. You know,
what happens?
I remember because I went with I don't have a family, so I was just that guy in the theater.
Oh, I was gonna say, did you go with the boys?
No. The boys wouldn't come with me to see this. I kind of lost a bet in the future, though. That's why I've seen all these movies. Otherwise, I wouldn't go to anything that wasn't Transformers.
Yeah, that's fair.
Or Fast and Furious. So you wait for that week. I can't wait to talk about Fast and Furious 9.
All right, can you
can I just say something?
Sum up the plot.
I didn't realize there was actually a number 2 coming out. I thought he was just making one up.
Can I just get a little plot summary?
All right, so there's Peter, and he's a rabbit. He's a talking rabbit.
Does he get caught in a trap?
Some parts he does, but then normally gets out of them. He's one of them smart rabbits, and he's played by
James Corden.
Thank you. And he's got a girlfriend bunny, which is played by
Elizabeth Debicki.
Elizabeth Debicki. Yeah, I knew that.
Or Margot Robbie. I don't know.
And there's this tall guy who's from Rise of Skywalker, the one that gets shot, the bitch. Great movie, Rise of Skywalker. That one was.
Wait, what? The one who gets shot?
Yeah, the bitch.
Who?
The one
The spy?
Or the tall one.
I'm the
with
spy.
red hair. Yeah.
Oh, that guy.
I'm the spy.
Oh, Domhnall Gleeson.
Yeah, that man.
Oh, he's cool.
And he
right?
plays a farmer. I
Oh,
believe.
okay.
And Peter Rabbit's just causing some ruckus in his farm. I thought this movie was a ride.
Is it a ride because its plot title is Peter Rabbit 2: The Runaway?
What?
Whoa, crazy coincidence. Nah, look, this had everything, man. This had comedy, more comedy. It had a plot. I know, not good with keeping up with them. So it was just enough plot to keep me in. Because
was it mainly just the CGI rabbits that was keeping you there?
Well, I like CGI in my films. I don't do this practical stuff. It's too much money. If you can do it with a computer, that's easier. And then Michael Bay does CGI. He's the other one that does it right, where it looks like the fireworks. It's real good.
You just like lots of boom in your...
Boom is, my favorite character from Toy Story 4 was Duke Kaboom. Not because there's a character, just the name was really good. I thought they nailed that one.
I would agree with that.
He sounds like he likes Transformers then.
Yeah, Cars is the best picks. I just got to say that Cars 2 is my favorite animated film.
What was the plot of Cars 2?
Not Osmosis Jones.
How do I play this man out so he leaves?
No, I got to talk about Peter Rabbit 2.
I don't want to hear his opinions anymore.
I want your
this film had
summed up opinions.
Summed up.
Comedy is really hard for me because these new movies come out like the ones with the
They got a lot of quick humor.
they got a lot it's
They're talking really fast.
they're talking too fast for
Lots
me.
of jokes.
I'm more of a he farted and he fell over guy. That's
Oh,
that's,
well, we
Does
got
like
a movie for
Osmosis
you.
Jones.
Yeah.
that's my if nothing's funny than a man falling down.
Yep.
So, look, they had a lot of it when Peter would run a ruckus around this dumbhole Gleason.
Around Donald Gleason.
Yeah, he caused him ruckus and Donald Gleason fell over a few times.
Oh,
It was funny. And, I thought this movie was really interesting. There's a post-credit scene at the end, really.
Whoa.
Yeah, a portal opens.
What do they set up?
And they set up, what's that? Now, I know which one he is, but I can't remember. It's a talking raccoon.
Over the hedge.
Oh, Over the Hedge, thank you.
I was like, Bradley
Bruce
Cooper?
Willis in Over the Hedge?
It's Over the Hedge.
Oh my God, Peter Rabbit and Over the Hedge
Yeah, it
together
was
at last?
intense. And I thought that was even weirder because Over the Hedge was, this one had some real people in the CGI. Over the Hedge was all fake people.
Yeah, so how does... Oh,
I was
well,
hoping he said there was a portal to the rabbit-proof fence, and then
Whoa.
we just watched Peter
What's
Rabbit
that?
trying to get past
Peter
the rabbit-proof
Rabbit and the
What's that?
rabbit-proof
What's the
fence?
rabbit-proof
That's
fence?
such a dark joke, Michael. I
Yeah.
can't even recover from that.
What's the rabbit-proof fence?
Don't worry about it,
Doesn't
Alex.
It's-
You...
It's a sci-fi.
Yes, it is a sci-fi.
No,
Michael, stop laughing about rabbit-proof
Yeah, we have
fence.
to stop this.
I was going off of the name of the movie, not what actually happens in the
What's
movie. It's a rabbit-proof
What's
fence.
your what would you rate this?
This is good question. This is an interesting one. I thought everyone came to play with this one tonight. And I thought, by the end of it, I think it kind of fell a bit apart. But at the end, they'll manage to get back up and, give us a result we really wanted in the end. I thought, I thought the director really came to play. I thought he had the good, he was kind of,
Sports game.
That's what I was thinking.
The director had, he's normally the head of the movie. He gives out all the calls, all the plays. And I thought by the end of it, it wasn't the movie I expected. But at the end, it was the result we wanted. We enjoyed this one a lot. And I just want to say, this one gets a 4 out of 5
Oh,
Peter Rabbit 2
wow.
almost made me want to go watch the first one, but why would I waste my time? I know what happens. I know they all survive. And,
well, I mean,
the only thing this one could use with a bit more action, a bit more explosions, but
A bit more Michael Bay.
yeah,
it could have edged
I'd
it up
love
to
to see
that.
him tackle these. These would be good. Michael Bay rabbit film.
So like,
Could have pushed
if I
up
just
to a
press the
5.
button again, does he just disappear?
Yeah, let's just hope so.
I mean, he's only human.
I gotta go home, bitches.
Bye.
Bye. Do you reckon Alex will be done with moving his car?
Oh, surely. It doesn't take that
Soon.
long.
Doing his lifts.
Soon enough.
Michael, in the meantime, while we wait for Alex to come back, do you want to take us over to what we've been watching?
I can do.
Sounds like we're in a Pixar movie with this new jingle.
I like it. It's I think it sums up the amount of random bullshit we end up watching every
Yeah.
week.
Okay.
All right, Braden. You're on top of the list, so
I
you can
am.
start.
We've watched a lot.
I have.
No, it's just
Oh, no.
explanation.
It's
Yeah, I
a
was
lot
going
of
to say
explanations.
there's a sentence here.
Michaela has started watching Community finally after all
nice.
these years. So she's absolutely smashing through it. So I've been watching some
Where is she at?
Community secondhand. She's just finished season 3, I believe.
She loves it.
Yes,
you've caught
she's
up to me.
Yeah, she is blasting through it.
Oh, he found the song.
Wow, did you guys like Freaky Friday?
obviously they passed in the hallway and they just nicked his sunnies. I don't know.
Sorry, I took his sonnies to the car.
Oh, what a prank.
Yeah, do you guys don't know what it's like living with that guy?
Yeah.
Horrible.
The last 2 weeks, he only wants to watch Bad Boys and repeat. It sucks. Not
These
even
things
the
like
third one.
Transformers, like
He loves them, but like it's just Bad Boys 2.
He's obsessed with
He
them?
loves it. It's,
Okay.
do you know which
can't
one is
deal
his
with it.
favorite Transformers film? Like, just off-
Oh God!
Is it age of
'Cause even
extinction?
even I like them a bit. Like you know me, I enjoy
Yeah.
the Transformers films.
which one's your least favorite?
2. But he seems to love them. He loves 2. But you know, it's just I can't watch Bad Boys 2 another time, guys.
Don't worry, there's a Will Smith Kevin Hart film coming out that you'll enjoy.
Yeah, we talked about it before.
Yeah, perfect.
You thought I was the other Alex, then, didn't you?
Yeah, he did.
You look similar. I'm sorry, I'll say it. You're both white.
Funny that.
I still haven't finished watching Umbrella
Actually,
Academy
other
season
Alex
2.
is 3/4
Still need
Puerto
to.
Ricans.
Oh, interesting.
That's very interesting.
Very interesting. It's the most culture we've had on this show. Now, I also rewatched Scott Pilgrim vs. the World just because I love that movie and its anniversary and all that crap.
Oh, yes.
But what I wanted to talk about was this has been on Netflix for a long time. I just haven't gotten around to watching it, even though it's totally up my alley. I completely smashed through the first season of a documentary series that Netflix has called Hip Hop Evolution. It just delves into like the origins of hip hop and like how it came back from like all these people hanging out in New York and down in the Bronx, and how they would like everyone like disco was huge, and how they started messing with disco songs and just using the break from that where all the other instruments go out and it's just like the drums and stuff, and they would repeat. They'd get 2 of the same vinyl and repeat it. And they delve into the history with like Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5. They get straight into it with like all these other people coming out over the next couple of years. There was like a decade of hip hop that existed without any records coming out at all. Like no one had actually gone and like produced an album or a single or anything with like basically 10 decades, Jesus, 10 years of like people just having house parties and like all these like rap battles and stuff started happening, how like rap evolved over the top of people like DJing and everything. Like it's really cool to go into. And then they end the season by jumping over from the East Coast all the way to the West Coast where it was a very different scene. And then all of a sudden it came out with Ice-T and then NWA and then ending with like NWA finishing up and Dr. Dre bringing out Chronic with Snoop Dogg.
Oh, okay. Yes.
So it's really good, and I'm probably going to keep watching. I think there's like 4 seasons of it now. It's 4 episodes each time, but it's really well done. And
Nice.
they like interview and talk to all these people who like grew up back in the day, and like they're interviewing this one guy who was a like grandmaster something or other, and they're like chilling in the park, and this old bloke comes up and he's like, "Hey man, how you doing?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, he was like one of the OGs back in the day at like the house parties and stuff." Like it's so cool.
That sounds interesting.
But yeah, I highly recommend if you're into hip hop, go check it out.
Yeah.
There you go. Steph,
Alright.
you can go.
I'll go next. So I didn't watch a lot. I've had a lot of uni work to do as well. But I watched Ocean's 8 for the first time, girl power and all
Girl
that.
power,
It was on
hell yeah.
TV. It was on TV.
Have you seen the first one? The original
I have not seen any of the originals. I
Same.
I
Love
did.
that.
I think I gave it 3 out of 5. But I liked it. I thought it was
James Corden's the best part.
okay. I think it ended really abruptly, and I
Yeah,
don't know.
right?
That was my thing. Like, it cut to a commercial after that, and then like the next show started, and I was like, oh, did it finish?
It's like, oh, that was it.
That was it. It ended. I thought it ended really abruptly. I had a bit of an issue with that, but I didn't mind it. It was fun. It was just it was a very easy movie to watch. But I thought it was quite clever. Especially, you haven't seen Michael, have you?
No.
At the beginning when Sandra Bullock's in the department store and she picks
Can you
up.
not spoil it, please?
This is
This
just
is
one of her
literally the opening scenes.
Yeah, can you not spoil it, please?
fine.
Do you plan on watching it, Michael?
She
Do you plan on watching Ocean's 8?
Can't hear you.
You straight
I think
white
Michael's
man?
too impressionable to listen to
Hang
this.
on, no, I'm
though.
backing Michael up on this
he'll
one. The
head to the
original
next-
Ocean's movies are so much better than this movie.
No, I'm saying he's going to head to the next Myers with David Jones and
I don't blame
do a
Michael
pull of Sandra Bullock.
because
Do a
the
what?
previous.
Well, you don't know
remake
now.
reboot-
You don't get
Michael.
to know.
You ever shoplifted before?
No.
He hasn't been clever enough to come up with what Sandra Bullock did.
which wouldn't work in real life.
You know,
Don't
I
say
can-
it's clever. I work in retail. This doesn't work.
All right, go. What does she do?
She takes a bunch of items as she's walking through the store. She
This is very funny, though.
she takes a couple of different items like hand creams and things like that. Goes up to the clerk and she's like, "I'd like to return these." And then she's like, "Do you have a receipt?" She goes, "No, but they're unused. They're still in the box. Like I
do you
just
know
bought them
what they
yesterday."
do if you
Can I
don't have a
finish,
receipt?
please?
They check the cameras to make sure. We do it all the time.
You work at Kmart. What are
Yeah.
people checking for like a?
People steal
I
Lego.
can't believe people steal from Kmart.
Exactly.
There's some expensive stuff that came up.
Air fryers, $129. Someone steal that.
Lego can be
As-
like,
as-
$200.
So you work in retail in a big
This is a jewelry shop,
franchise.
high end. This is a high
It's like
end.
a Maya.
place.
It's like a
Yeah, it's
Maya.
a Maya.
They have cameras.
But
I'm
also,
sure they do.
You can't.
They'd have a very strict return
would check-
policy. They
as
wouldn't
a-
be like, oh,
as a
okay.
retail worker who's
That's not- you
worked
didn't
with
even finish
other
the end.
retail workers, I would also like to say retail workers are miserable and no one gives a shit. I would not
not
care. I watched this and I watched this bit and I was like, fuck, that would
Yeah.
like no one would check that. And
Yes,
obviously,
yes, they would.
Obviously, Kmart have very different standards
Because this is the
because
thing,
they
Michael.
deal with
Yes.
such
She
high
doesn't
standards.
intend to
somewhere
return
like
it
that's
for
a
the
bit-
money. She doesn't intend to return it for the money. She says they're unused, and she says, "I'm sorry, we can't return it without a receipt." She gets a bit aggressive. She's like, "Come on!" She's like, "They're
check the
perfect
cameras.
condition." And then she says, "No, we can't do anything." She goes, "Oh, fine.
I
I'll just
believe
keep
it
them."
more
And
if
she
it was
takes
a
and she
kid.
walks
It's
out.
not a kid. It's a lady.
Yeah,
and
but
it's
like
a manager.
most, like it's not like they would have scanned him so the thing doesn't go off
Can't
when she
believe we're
walks
calling
out.
you someone.
We thought it was clever.
Sure.
A few of us have worked in retail. It's
You
just
go
not-
do it and then tell me how it goes.
No, I think I'm
Did you
good.
say-
I'm too down straight and narrow.
They check cameras, especially in a place like that.
Yeah,
But you thought it was a fun movie.
Yeah, I think it's all about the look that goes with it. Like Kmart.
Oh my god!
Oh my
just
god!
move
Okay,
on.
well, Steph, I gave you an out. I gave you an out.
Don't
You're done.
yell! Don't yell!
Alright.
Don't freaking
Alright.
yell! I got parents, man.
I have parents too.
All right. So, putting that aside, fine, we'll agree to disagree. But yes, I thought it was a fun movie, but it was an easy movie. Now, that was pretty much all. I did actually watch half of The Great Gatsby last night. I had to change it because I remember how sad it gets, and I didn't want to. I was feeling a little bit nauseous
That
from how
doesn't
sad
count.
it's going to get.
You didn't watch the whole thing.
No, I didn't watch the whole thing. That's why I didn't write it down.
I didn't write Osmosis down.
And I watched Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2 over the last 2 weeks as well. I prefer number 1. Number 2 is like, they're both
I've
fabulous.
still never seen
Love Michael Madsen so much.
Same movies.
So, like,
I consider them.
Michael Madsen is amazing, and I love David Carradine. John Carradine? What was his name? I've had a mental blank, Alex.
Oh, that guy.
Carradine.
You nailed it,
Yeah, what's his first name?
David.
Oh, David. Okay, I was like, John Carradine? Where am I getting that from? So yeah, loved it. First one I think is just a little bit better. I preferred the aesthetic of it, and I love Lucy Liu's character. But number 2, a lot more happens as well, I think. So yeah, that were my movies.
Cool.
You say a lot more happens in 1 or 2.
A lot more happens in 2.
Oh really? I reckon a lot more happens in 1.
I
Controversial.
prefer number
opinions.
1. I prefer number 1.
She kills more of them in number 2, doesn't she? She number 1's. Oh, actually no. Yeah, now thinking about it, I agree. More happens in 2.
Thank you.
All right,
Discourse.
I'll jump in.
Jump in.
So I finished season 1 of Umbrella Academy now, so I'm gonna start watching
Nice.
season 2. Just had a bit of uni work backed up, so
Yeah.
get that out of the way. Still watching Community up to season 4. I'm not too thrilled about it, but we got to get through it.
I like season 4. Like,
Is that
There's some- it
Changnesia?
has some
it's not
moments.
great.
It
that
has some
Changnesia?
moments.
Yeah, it's
it's
Changnesia. You know, it's not up to the standards the other ones are, but it's probably better than anything else that would have been on at that time.
It's I know it does get a lot of flack. It has its moments that I really enjoy. Like it still has its community moments. It's just very in terms of the
And
rest of
you've
the
got
show.
Donald there still, so
Yeah, that's true. But then in terms of comparing it to what you'd already seen, it's just a bit down. But I guess that's what happens when you lose Dan Harmon. Watched Kingsman.
That's a fabulous movie.
As per
Yeah,
usual.
it's a good movie.
That is a
It's
great
one of my
movie.
favorite movies, so I made someone watch it. It's like threw the house on just for something to have on in the background.
did you laugh when he's in there?
Yes,
town hall
because
meeting?
sorry, this is the second time I've seen it.
Tall.
The second time I've seen this movie. The other time was because Alex put it on we put it on one time. Now before I had seen this movie, the only thing he'd ever told me about was the community meeting, and all you can see is Will Ferrell's head, and that is about.
He's so tall.
He's just so tall, and literally that's about all I love. I just laugh at that part. It's like I don't know why. It's just his head.
Well,
Will Ferrell's got a funny head.
yeah.
He's just got curly hair.
I haven't
They
seen
call
it,
it
so
funny.
I haven't got much to say about that.
man.
But
6-pack of beer, 6-pack of water.
But yeah, that was just on in the background, and
So
then
funny.
today I watched Logan Lucky
Lucky boy. Good movie.
again.
Great movie. Love
It
that
is.
movie.
I
it's
don't
pretty
think
good.
I've seen it.
It's real good. Real
Is that
good.
the one with
No
Daniel
peeping.
Craig?
It is the one
Yeah.
with Daniel Craig, Adam Driver, and Channing
Yeah, I
Tatum.
haven't
I
seen
didn't know
it.
Adam Driver was in that.
Yes, he
Plays
plays
a-
the brother.
With missing an
Um,
arm.
infinitely more intrigued.
Yeah, instantly.
No, hand.
But you did then follow it up with
He's-
Channing
Yeah, no,
Tatum,
but he
and I
says
was
it's
like,
his hand.
Yeah, it says
it
it's
brought
his
me back
hand.
down a
It's
little
like-
bit.
He's not bad.
He's chopped off at the
Since
elbow,
he's done
he
things
says
like
his
This Is
hand.
the End and The Hateful Eight, I'm a bit
Well,
more
are you
on
talking
board
about
with
Channing
Channing
Tatum?
Tatum.
I
Yeah.
love Channing Tatum. The first two Jump Street, or the only two Jump Street movies are great.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
exactly. There you
He's so
go.
good in
He's
them.
good in those two.
He's funny as shit.
But yeah, no, it was good
Magic
halfway.
Mike's good.
It was good halfway into the movie, and Gemma turned to me. She was like, "Wait, is that Channing Tatum?" I was like, "Yeah."
Channing Tatum.
And I was like, "Yeah, he's a bit of a chubby boy in this one."
I love him in this movie.
He's good.
And this is like, there's three
I
films.
I still have that feeling like when the FBI thing comes in, it does drag a little bit.
That's the thing. It's just that feels so tacked on at the end.
Yeah, it really
Because
is.
nothing amounts from it.
No, and then all it is he serves the chick at the bar.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's that it. Like
That's that. You know,
they
that-
could have just had the showing him like actually taking
That's
the
what
other bits of the
stops it
cash.
from being like top tier for me.
Well, it's got 4. I gave it 4.
Yeah, I give it 4 too, but like that's what stops
Stops
it
it,
from
yeah.
being top tier. It's just that little part at the end that kind of amounts to nothing. I reckon if you take that out,
You
it's
just
like-
take those like few conversations out. Just have him showing him pulling the extra bags, hiding them, and then like giving them to people.
Yeah, because this is
That's
the
all.
same bloke that did the original Ocean's movies. Steven Soderbergh.
Yeah.
No, Soderbergh.
Yeah.
The one that did Unsane, the one that was filmed completely on an
Oh,
iPhone,
yeah.
and High Flying Bird. Same
Yeah,
guy.
there you go. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's very,
It's great.
It's a very, it's such a smart heist movie because
It's so-
because it's not they
isn't
just
it?
break into the vault. They use the pneumatic tubes, and it's like,
It's so good.
I twisted it too many times.
Yeah.
That always gets me. He's like, they're like so cautious. They're like, oh, twisted it too many times. Like unravels it a little bit, sticks it back in, and sends
We're
it.
dealing with science.
Daniel
boy.
Craig is
Daniel Craig,
really good in this movie.
He's got the like
All the best lines.
Here's the thing though, like everyone was saw Knives Out and was like, "Wow, Daniel Craig southern accent. This is really like jarring." We're like, "No, he did this in
No, the
in
thing is,
Knives Out in-
his Knives Out one is a sophisticated Southern
Yeah,
accent. This is just like
this is
Southern.
redneck American
Yeah.
Daniel Craig.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
No peeping.
No, I said no peeping.
I'm
It's
getting-
so
I'm getting
good with
naked
the-
back here,
with
so
the
no
bleach
peeping.
blonde hair.
The tattoos.
Yeah, to look.
Eating the egg at the start.
Yeah, with his egg, he's just like,
Pulls the salt out of his sock.
I want you to go over there to the vending machine
See
and punch.
J2 just throws down. a
It's so
package.
quotable. It's like, did you just say cauliflower?
Did you say cauliflower to me?
Oh, and when his arm goes into the fuck,
He's
that's
just
funny.
standing there like
They're
this.
all just like, fuck.
So it's a
movie.
comedy.
Yeah.
It's a comedy heist. It's
Okay.
but it's so good.
Okay.
So yeah. So that's about all I've watched.
It's
Great.
almost making me rethink my homework segment.
Oh.
But you just watched it, so we wouldn't do that.
Off you go.
Me.
You.
Me. I reckon I can remember what I watched. I don't need these electronic
All right,
devices.
off you go. I'm gonna
Do you want me to do it in order?
just say them. I can.
I watched John Wick 3. You're not going to talk about that too much, except for I keep putting on the R-rated version where you see the knife go all the way into the man's eye.
Yeah.
Yum.
It's kind of fucked up. Don't know how Americans sat there and just watched it. I also whacked on Mission Impossible 5 and 6, Rogue Nation and Fallout.
Great
because
movies.
they are a great back to back. They're the only two that kind of like you need to like. I reckon you could put on 4 without seeing any of the other ones, and you can watch it. Same with 5. You can put on 5 without watching the other ones. You can't watch 6 unless you've seen 5.
Yeah, that's true. Because you need to know the villain.
You know the villain.
The only thing going, because the first one I saw in the movies was Rogue Nation, and the only thing I missed out on is seeing like Simon Pegg's character, like where they came from.
Right,
like,
true.
You don't
'Cause
see
he's
them
the
develop
computer-
their bond.
Yeah, he was in 3. He started in 3. He has a
3.
very small role in 3.
Yeah, he kind of.
as just the
and
computer
4,
guy.
At 4,
And 4, they let him go
big,
onto
yeah.
the field, and
Yeah. So I feel like that's what you miss is just like the little character development
Yeah.
in the group, but like overall, you very quickly learn who Ethan Hunt is,
Yeah.
and yeah,
6 may be my favorite action film ever.
that is a good shout.
6 may.
I would put it up there.
And you know, I did because I didn't realize 6 was on Netflix because I got them all in 4K, and I was like, I'm gonna go to Netflix on my TV, click pause on the scene because you know at the end with the helicopters, and they're all not one bit of CGI. The only CGI they used for those helicopter scenes was the CGI, maybe the cables connecting, making sure Tom Cruise doesn't die.
Yeah.
Because he does all his own shit. Like,
Yeah, he does. He broke his foot in that. I
he
remember.
broke his foot, but he
They
learned how to
used that
fly a
tech.
helicopter for the movie.
And it's not just
All the scenes of them flying the helicopter.
He's a madman.
It's him.
no, and this
Crazy.
isn't just like taking off, hovering, moving a little
This
bit,
is
and
him
landing.
doing
This is
rolls in the air.
this
with
is
them.
like this is like full dives and
Well,
like
I'm gonna watch him.
full-
So
that should be your new segment.
it is.
they are. They
it
will
is.
be. The,
Can we just watch them together? please?
after Foreign, I've made Steph watch shitty action films. Now she gets to watch the good action films.
Steph, can I come join you? I just want to watch them all.
You can join
Can
me.
we
We're doing 6 action films. We're doing the John Wick 1, 2, and 3, and Mission Impossible 1 to 6.
That's 9 action films.
9 action films. What did I say?
6.
Yeah. So Mission Impossible 4, that man, fucking the Halo jump that he spent a year doing. He did 100 Halo jumps.
Well, I
You
guess
know what
I've
Halo
seen them.
jumps are?
Nope.
high aptitude.
Low oxygen.
Oh, okay.
Low open,
No,
isn't
okay.
it?
You know-
Isn't
Silly
it low
man.
open?
Silly man.
You never played
Yeah.
Halo?
Nope.
You know,
Because then
the
there's Hey
masks-
Ho, which is
Is that what the Halo
aptitude,
stands for?
high open.
You know the
Definitely.
masks they wear?
Yeah.
They're functional.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because you need them. There's no oxygen.
But
on there.
they made them functional for them. They built the mask that they wear.
Oh, like the actual like
the helmets.
HUD.
They made them because
Yeah.
they were like, we want something that looks aesthetically pleasing and that's functioning.
Works, yeah.
So they built them for the movie. So yeah, enough story about Mission Impossible.
We could probably sit here all day and just.
Fucking love Fallout. Fallout's so good.
Oh, you did. Here we go.
Oh, what's that?
Born Identity, just because it was on Netflix,
And we talked about
we
it.
talked about it before the show last week. So I really enjoyed this one. I remember Born Supremacy being my favorite. So
I've still never seen any of them.
they're good. They're real. The first 3 are real good. The last 2 aren't great.
Oh, so there's 5?
There's 5.
Okay,
There's
There's-
Identity, Supremacy, Legacy. No, Identity,
That tapping on the table is excellent.
Identity, Supremacy, Ultimatum, Legacy, and then just Jason Bourne.
Jason Bourne, yeah, is the latest one.
So yeah, and then I watched Project X, which is probably I'm gonna say it just because someone's got to. Project X underrated.
Yes,
Yeah.
you have said that.
It's has anyone else here seen Project
I've seen
X?
Project X.
You like it?
Big party? Yeah, I liked it.
It
I
doesn't
liked
have
it.
great
Didn't
reviews.
love it. Didn't love it.
I
It's
don't.
sitting at 28%.
It's
It has a 1 out of 5 from Empire.
look, it's not the best. I watched
feel
it
like
with
it's-
a bunch of my guy friends. They all got really into
they
it, and I was
nail
just there
some
like,
things. They nail. I don't like it just because like, oh, it's a party, how sick. I'm like, I think this is what people overlook. It's the anxiety of the film. It's because throughout the movie, it's like your parents say you're only allowed to have 4 people over for your birthday.
Exactly.
His parents are so strict, and he's like, and then they just put the thing on Craigslist, and they get. In the end, I think they say 2,000 people rock
yeah.
up to the party.
Look,
Has
it's
a
not a good movie though. It's not a good
28%
movie.
from critics, 61% from.
I don't think it's a good movie. I think
it's
it's
good,
an
but
enjoyable movie.
I give it 3 out of 5.
I would give it 2.5 out of 5.
see,
I would give it an average.
I give it 3 out of 5, and I think because I appreciate on the level that this movie gives me so much anxiety for the kid.
Yeah.
Because then people start getting into the house, and then people start destroying the house, and then it just ends up with the whole street's on fire by the end of the movie.
Yeah, pretty much.
So they do go over the top with it, but they nail some really small moments, especially between. There's a moment, and I think everyone on a night out have done it. Is when you're drunk, and then you're slowly coming down, and you guys just all lay on the lawn and have that heart to heart.
Yeah.
And they do that. And they nail that.
No, it used to be James's trampoline.
James was trying. Anyway, so yes.
Okay.
And then Kill Bill 2, which we talked about before, and Silence of the Lambs, which everyone knows is great. It's a 5 out of 5.
Great.
Very
There
nice.
we go. So, the time it is. So, I'm going to preface this. So, homework segment, Braden, was
Osmosis Jones.
only 2 of the 4 of us that actually watched the entire thing. 2 people tapped
And
out.
I admire you both. You both deserve.
Oh, the only way I made it through this film is because I was not paying attention for majority of it.
It was just gross.
I'll have you know Osmosis Jones has a 55% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's actually very generous. Did you know that?
Double what
Audience
they gave
score.
Project X.
Audience score is way lower though.
Oh, yeah, exactly. It's the
Because-
opposite of Project X.
So-
Now, Osmosis Jones, for anyone who is not familiar, is it's entirely set within Bill Murray. Well, actually, no.
Not entirely.
I'm
Almost
going to say
entirely.
it should be because the in real life bits are possibly some of the worst parts of the film.
Ron
Unfortunately,
Howard's in it.
Bill Murray
Ron
can't
Howard
save this.
plays the
Tom Kolonic.
Do you remember he's the one that's like running from?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Feel
yeah.
bad for everyone in this movie.
Yeah, there's a lot. Okay, so I'm going to run through it. Chris Rock, David Hyde Pierce, Lawrence Fishburne, Brandy Norwood, William Shatner, Ron Howard, Elena Franklin, Kid Rock.
Rock plays Kidney Rock.
Braden, you chose it. Had you seen it before?
Yes. So I watched this
Oh,
as a
so you
kid.
did this to us on purpose.
Yeah, I did. Do you want to know why? Because you all were choosing good movies, and I was like, we need to vary this up a bit. We can't just be watching high quality cinema all the time. Sometimes you got to
okay.
throw a bit of shit in there.
Yes, what a shame.
But like, at least we make it. Well, at least if we watch shit, it's good shit.
It's so bad, it's good.
Yeah,
It's
that's the
watchable
idea.
shit.
But this was
wasn't
not
so
good.
bad.
This is
It
just
wasn't
so bad. It's bad.
So
It's just
Osmosis
so bad, it's
Jones.
unwatchable.
Do you know how I want to start this? I want to do this a little bit differently. Before we even talk about the movie, what is everyone going to rate it? What did we rate it?
Here's the thing, I don't think I'm allowed to rate it because I didn't watch it all.
Yeah, that's what I was
So it
thinking. I'm
sounds
like,
no. You see, if you can't finish a film, that's instantly a half star.
Yeah, that's.
Nah, I it gets 1 because I can't do it.
I gave it a 1. I gave it a 1.
I
would probably give it a half star.
gave
it was
it 2.
too
I have
gross.
nostalgia for it.
Too gross for me.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this is a film where so the entire plot of the film is that there's a bacteria virus disease thing
gonna
that Bill
kill him,
Murray's
Bill
getting.
Murray.
It's going to kill him. And Chris Rock, as Osmosis Jones, has to team up with a cold pill to try and take down this virus within him. And there's
This virus also got into him because he dropped an egg
yeah, he put-
into
Oh
a
my
monkey
God.
enclosure and
He
then
works
just
at a
ate
zoo.
it.
Any human would grab an egg that's been in a monkey's mouth, then falls on the floor.
Did you get to the part where they did a part that had happened earlier in
I got up
their
to the
lives?
pimple. I got up to the
Yeah.
pimple.
Oh, so you
that's
did
where
see
we
that
both
part.
I
tapped
didn't.
out.
I knew it was happening. I knew exactly what
No.
was going to happen.
So you had seen
No,
the
you'd seen
oyster
the oyster.
part
Oh, the oysters.
at the science fair.
No, the oyster's fine because the kid kind of assured him that the oysters were all right. Like,
But
Bill
would
Murray
you
did not-
do that?
No, I wouldn't, but I'm not. It's not as offensively stupid as the egg.
See, that's the brain telling him they were controlling him from the inside. They pulled all the strings with Bill Murray. But then that's going by the logic that we
corrupt
all
mayor.
have these systems going on with mayors running for re-election in
Yeah.
our bodies. And it's
So
just like...
the first thing I thought when it went to cartoon is that it's knockoff Space Jam,
Yeah.
and
The
that's about where
animation
my mind
style.
stopped.
I just thought, I said to Alex earlier, this movie has a message for children that is so on the nose, meaning like, eat healthy, be healthy, this is what you need to, it's so on the nose in like the names, like the puns transcend to real life, like I said, with Kid Rock playing Kidney Rock.
Jeez, the puns were just too much.
But then it wasn't a kids movie enough that like kids wouldn't understand what the function of some of these medical things were, and like the idea of him flatlining almost at the end, like it still gets really dark, and I just don't think it knew what it wanted to be.
No,
When the virus shows up and just starts straight up murdering
yeah,
people
yeah.
in really graphic ways because it's a cartoon and they're all squishy and gooey and stuff.
This film didn't know what it was. It didn't know which audience it wanted to go to. And this film did something that I never thought a movie would do. Made Bill Murray unfunny.
Yep.
That's the worst critique I could give it. This is
Poor Bill
a
Murray, he
truly,
deserved
I
better.
really don't have much to say.
it's
to
a
that.
truly bad film.
It is a bad film. There are the only things that keep it for me is the tiny bit of nostalgia I have for watching it as a kid and some of the ideas that they have and they present. I like the animation.
I don't.
So that's a personal thing. So that's cool. I liked that style. I liked a bunch of the ideas that they had in there. A lot of it isn't executed amazingly. I thought the live action parts really drag it down, which is weird. And I also thought, what was the other thing? Overall, it's very like cut and paste. It's really
I don't know if I went into this with too close of a mind because the scores that it's getting, look, 2.8 out of 5 on Letterboxd, 6.3 out of 10 on IMDb, and 55% critic rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Like, that just seems absurdly generous for me. And I just don't know if I'm missing something. Maybe I didn't watch the whole thing. Like, maybe it gets better the further it goes.
I couldn't, like, every time.
It's about what you expect.
I couldn't stomach the pimple scene. That's when I tapped out.
I was doing uni work at the time.
Pulsating.
And, like, every time I looked up, like, I didn't have to sit there and do the uni work. I was kind of just doing it because I could do it. Yeah. And I wasn't doing I was like, I'll put it on while I do this. At a few points, I was like, I could stop doing this and watch the movie. So I tried to get myself invested in the movie. I just couldn't. So I turned back to doing uni work.
Yep.
And that's saying something about me. I find every distraction to not do uni work. This would not distract me.
Yeah.
I just couldn't find it funny.
This film, did you just headbutt your mic,
it was an
Steph?
accident. The glasses.
Bless you.
Spatial awareness.
I watched this in 2 sittings.
You didn't watch this in 2 sittings.
I watched the first 20 minutes last night, and I was just like, no. And then I was like, today I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just put the rest on, and then then the pimple scene came up, and I just went. I was even doing other things while doing it, and I just still went no.
Unfortunately, this film does suffer from severe toilet humor.
Time.
You can do a really interesting film about like stuff going on in the human body without just resulting to.
It's called the episode of Magic School Bus.
It's
Jokes.
just the episode of
Rick and
Morty, Anatomy Park.
That's the very first one I ever watched.
This is just so low brow. It's as low as you can get humor. It's just, it is the most, it's cheap.
Yeah. You see, the parts of it I like cheap. Aren't the toilet humor parts or the body function jokes. Haha. It's like the how they're adapting like everything that goes on in their city, and like the fact that there's mayors going for re-election and there's corruption and there's all this like cop drama happening. Like those are the parts of the film that I enjoy, and I like the concepts of that. So
yeah.
Again, I didn't want to give people a good movie this week.
Thank you very much for that.
What have we got next week?
Next week,
please tell me it's good.
Next week, it's A Good Time. That's the movie, Good Time. With Robert Pattinson. It is directed by the Safdie brothers, who did Uncut Gems. I've never seen it, but I've heard really good things about it.
I will watch this, even though I'm not going to be here, because I will watch this. I had seen The Fugitive. I did not watch it for the homework segment last week.
You should have sent in your
Steph,
I know,
thoughts
I'm
on The
sorry.
Fugitive?
I really, really like it.
Good call.
Did anyone here not like The Fugitive? Because I think it's
Maybe
great.
you should have
It's
just
a classic.
If you listen to the show, you would have known.
I don't listen to this crap.
Whoa, whoa.
Tell your friends. Tell your friends.
It's not crap when you're off the show.
Rude. You're not allowed to say that. I'm the female.
I'm here.
I'm going to say it again.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
I'll say it through cup.
But yeah, I will watch Good Time because that's something I've been meaning to watch for a while.
I've heard nothing but good things about it.
Good times indeed.
Well then.
Right.
Well, thank everyone for joining us for episode 71 of Millennial Movie Talk. Make sure to follow and subscribe depending on whatever the hell you are listening or watching this on, whether that be YouTube, whether that be a podcast service of your choice. Chuck us a follow. Tell your friends. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook and stuff. Millennial Movie Talk at everything.
Say hi to your mother for me.
Say hi to your mother for me. With that, I'm Braden.
I'm Steph.
I'm Michael.
I'm Alex, and I hate going last because I say we're out of here.